two of them. Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
So you're supposed to be my brother, eh? So, you must be Alex. Man, you look great. Crazy that our parents were killed by assassins and we were separated at birth, eh? Where have you grown up, man? Where have you been? Hong Kong, you? LA, baby. So, why do you think we both have French accents? Eh? Maybe don't ask so many questions. So what do we do now, eh? Well, I thought maybe we could bond together, you know? Have a drink, watch a movie. A movie? Like what? You look like you watch Disney movies and wear black silk underwear. Oh no, brother. Well, maybe black silk underwear, okay? But no, I was thinking we could watch Double Impact, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Who? You know? The muscles from Brussels? Inventor of the helicopter kick? He says, no, better than anybody. Bloodsport? Universal Soldier? Kickboxer? Time Cop? Street Fighter? Ah, he used to have a $10,000 a week cocaine habit. Oh yeah, that guy. So, what you say, brother? Shall we get a drink and watch Van Damme kick some ass? I have a better idea. Have you ever seen the movie Highlander? Oh yeah, with Christopher Lambert! Hiya! There can be only one. Now that I have your attention, we're going to go ahead and watch this movie Double Impact with the Jean-Claude Van Damme with the French Bulldog. But first, before we start the movie, we're going to make a very special drink. We're going to make the black silk underwear French Mojito. Okay, hello friends, here we are. Now we're going to make our special drink. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the French accent because it's actually not that great. But we're gonna get through this drink right here. We're going to make the black silk underwear French Mojito. Okay, that's the last time. It's the only time I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the accent only for the name of the drink. Maybe, no promises. Anyways, this is a pretty simple one to make. If you've never had a mojito, it's kind of a mint-based drink with brandy. Now, for this drink, keeping it within the Double Impact theme, we're going to have some Perrier sparkling water. I have some Remy brandy, a product of France, and well, some mint leaves. Those aren't necessarily from France. A couple of limes and a shaker. Hi. Oh, and almost forgot. We're going to need some simple syrup, and then for the special recipe that I am doing, this one, the black silk underwear of the aspect, is some cran blackberry juice. Oh, and also, don't forget your crushed ice, which you can do in advance. I'm not going to do in the video here. First thing we're going to do in our shaker, add some ice. Okay, got some ice. One thing that we want to do before we get started on the drink itself is we want to get the mint sprigs in there, and we're going to basically unleash the aroma, if you will. So nice little mint sprigs. Very good. So what you want to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more big one, 10. Okay, so got all those in there. So I have this sweet muddling tool. It's got pretty much everything you could want on this bad boy. So basically we're just gonna muddle this a little bit. And so I'm gonna take it and just kind of twist it around, crush them in there. This releases the essential oils, not the essential oils that you put in your diffuser. Well, maybe those still kind, but the juices, oils, everything, and it just kind of muddles it down in there and gets those nice and ready to go. Cool. Now, the other aspect that I'm going to do here, that's a little different, and you can choose to do it or not do it, however you want to go, is, yeah, you were going to need a knife too, is I'm going to take a lime and I'm going to dice it up. Well, this is going to help release the flavor, so I'm going to put a couple, let's go crazy. We'll put 3 in there. So I just put 3. Oh, fuck it. Let's do 4. Now, you can see what I'm doing here is I've muddled it. You see the juices are in there. So now they're all mixing together. That's a good thing. That's going to help your drink out in the long run. Okay? Okay, now that our glass is ready, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start mixing everything into our shaker. Be very careful that you don't make a mistake and actually start adding it to the glass without thinking or remembering that you have to shake it up. So don't do that. So it is, we're going to put our simple syrup in here first. Be generous. And then we're going to do, it wants 1.5 shots of your brandy, your cognac. Now I'm using cognac, the St. Remy cognac, because in Double Impact, you'll remember that they're going after the cognac. Or rather, that is what Alex is bringing to everyone, is his cognac. So we're going to do 1. Now it says 1.5, but guess what we're going to do? Just take a guess. Take a guess. We're going to do 2. That's right. That's right, we're doing 2. So we also need our Perrier water. So we're going to do 1 shot of that. Now we're going to throw some mint leaves in here as well. You can throw as many as you want. I would say, I'm going to recommend throw about 5, 6. You just want to throw some in there, mix it up. It also wants an ounce of lime juice. I'm going to take this other half left over from the diced limes that I already put in there, and I'm just going to squeeze that in. This is my squeeze method. I do kind of a roll. So you basically squeeze, and then you just kind of roll and twist the lime, just like that. See? And then you got these ends right here. Come in, squeeze those 2. And then I take it in my hand, and I take 1 last good squeeze. Now, we're ready to shake. So put your top on. You want to shake for about 10 seconds. So here we go, 10 seconds. Now, they say to pour this unstrained into your Tom Collins or your Collins glass, of which we are using a highball. So I'm going to pour. And you may say, well, that's not completely full. That doesn't look great yet. Well, that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to put our crushed ice in there and not even worry about it. And you want to fill it all the way to the top and have a little bit of overflow, okay? Because this is the Black Silk Underwear, we're going to add my special ingredient. And you're going to see what happens here. You don't need a lot of this, just a little bit. And that's good. Now it is the Black Silk Underwear French Mojito. And the very last step, of course, just for garnish, to be cool, is we're going to put a little mint sprig in here, top it all off, match it up here, and now you have the black silk underwear French mojito, and you're ready to enjoy. Now, let's go watch this movie.
You, of all people, should know I would never in my life wear black silk underwear. Wait.
All right, hey everybody, this is Paul Shirey, Arctic Ninja Paul, back. Hope you guys enjoyed the drink mix. Maybe you had a chance to make one for yourself, maybe not. Either way, grab whatever you're drinking. It's fine. If you don't have black silk underwear, that's okay. You can drink whatever you want and enjoy this little trip down big time memory lane. I think for me, probably for a lot of you, I would think, for Double Impact, the Jean-Claude Van Damme extravaganza. I'll get into the history of it. We'll throw in, I'll throw in some tidbits and some interesting things here and there, and mostly we'll just enjoy it together and have some fun with it. I'm looking forward to it. I watched this Double Impact probably, I want to say a year ago, maybe a year or two. And I had a pretty actually enjoyable experience from what I can remember. So I've watched this in adulthood and enjoyed it. I don't know about as much as a kid. As a kid, you see very different movies and you see them in different ways. So this is once again my 40-year-old self versus my 10-year-old self. So we'll see who wins. I guess a little older than 10, probably about 14, 15, something like that. So we're going to see how Double Impact holds up. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic on this one. So anyways, let's get down to it. Grab your drink if you haven't already. Take a pee break. Do whatever you got to do because we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. I've got the MGM logo coming up. This is a newer version that I have. I don't remember it being MGM. Do you get? Because I don't know. I don't even know if it I can't remember. So here we are, Stone Group Productions. Where I'm starting. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Notice how two logos collided because it's like there are two Van Dammes. Oh shit! A film by Sheldon Lettich. So, Double Impact. Sheldon Lettich's first foray with old Van Damme was Bloodsport, in which he co-wrote. And I've been kind of dying to do a Bloodsport commentary. But I had a couple other friends, a couple of Australian friends, who wanted to take part. And I can't remember if I made a blood pact or not, that we need to do it together. But if we don't get to it soon, I might have to bypass it and they can be mad at me. But this ought to scratch the Van Damme itch for a little while, So here we have a Hong Kong marching band. The film takes place and was shot in Hong Kong, at least in part. I'm not sure if they shot the Los Angeles scenes in LA or not, where Chad, the other brother, is. Vic Armstrong, the Armstrong brothers doing second unit. Vic Armstrong has been around for a long time doing a lot of second unit work, stunt work, things like that. Staple of the industry. And here we have two baby Van Dammes, really blonde. This dude looks like evil Bill Murray, doesn't he? Just look at him. Next time they go to a full-on face shot. That's what he looks like. If you disagree, cool. That's fine. We're not going to fight. I will helicopter kick you in the head. I can't guarantee what my Van Damme voice is going to sound like today, but I guess it'll change as I drink. You understand, of course. You hear that ruffling over there? That's my dog. That's Bucky. And he's in his kennel in front of me because if I leave him out, he's a puppy. And he's going to get in serious mischief. And I think he'll be okay for roughly 90 minutes. I gave him special treats, one of the special treats that he loves. He's good. Don't worry about him. It's spoiled. He's spoiled. Ribbon cutting ceremony here. And there they go. Talking on CB radios. I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do. There's no cell phones. It's funny. People are still going to find a way to chat while they're driving. You know, that's how they do. Old Jeffrey Lewis. Man, you gotta love Jeffrey Lewis. Guy's been around, been in so many movies. He just got this great voice, great face, one of the best character actors ever. Died in 2015. Just a great familiar face in any movie out there. You gotta love the setting, you know, like they really set it. And the guy that plays the dad, I mean, he really does look like Daddy Van Damme, doesn't he? I mean, he's got the look down. Andy Armstrong. What else has Andy Armstrong been in? Let's have a quick peek here. Stunt guy. All right, yeah. Must have asked him, hey, Andy, man, can you just like put on a tux and be Van Damme's dad in this movie? Like, fine. Jeez, you guys. You guys hear my dog? He's just being a little baby. He's fine. I mean, he literally has 30 toys in there with him. I mean, this is pretty rough, this scene. I remember there's old Bolo Young. So apparently Van Damme wanted Bolo Young as the villain for this movie and nobody else. Like, he wanted Bolo in this as I wouldn't call him the main heavy, but one of the main heavies. Second heavy. I mean, it's pretty tough. You're firing a shotgun at some, like, pretty much a whole family. That's some mobster shit. And, you know, the action's it's really not bad. It's pretty decent in Double Impact. I always remember that, you know, even as a kid, you know, it's no John McTiernan or Tony Scott, but I mean, you know, it's pretty decent. I've seen way worse. Good blood squibs back when they still used blood squibs. I'm telling you, man, I don't care how good the CGI blood looks unless it's in something hyper stylized, like say 300, where it's meant to look, in that instance, like Frank Miller's art. Digital blood is awful. It's the worst. Like, has nobody ever seen a Paul Verhoeven movie? Look at that. It's good. It's a good blood splatter. This shot his mom, man. This is just bad. And then this is pretty intense. I mean, that's fucked up. You just shot her in the face with a shotgun. Like, that's, you know, this thing's a fucking bloodbath. Old Jeffrey Lewis showing up. Frankie. Saved the motherfucking day with his hairpiece. I mean, look at that. That's intense, dude. I always remember that as a kid. I was like, Jesus. That's a bloody Some pretty intense. See, did I say intense yet, or did I only say it 30 times? I'll say it 31 times. That Danny's like, this is not fucking worth it. I don't care how rich these motherfuckers are. But why does she leave one? She's like, fuck this, they only pay me for one. Look at that. That's fucking brutal. I love that this is, it's kind of an origin. It's not kind of an origin. It's obviously an origin. But, like, it also includes an origin for a bad guy that's going to reappear later. I think that's pretty dope. Well, there's evil Bill Murray. And Philip Chan. These are like what you call the white collar bad guys. They very rarely get their hands dirty. Although I think evil Bill Murray, like later on, he gets in it a little bit, but that happens all the time, like the white collar bad. It's like it's hard to buy into them, to put any stock in them because they're just so inept compared to the hero. It's hard to buy that they could do anything. Like I watched Cliffhanger a week ago with Sylvester Stallone, and it has John Lithgow as kind of one of the main heavies, or the main heavy. But even though he's, evil, you don't particularly think, oh man, John Lithgow versus Sylvester Stallone, who's gonna win? So when Stallone is beating his ass at the end on top of the helicopter, you pretty much, it's like, yeah, fuck him up. But like never for a second do you think, oh man, he might be a threat to Stallone. It's a rule whenever you go into the future, you have to play like hit music. Jesus, look at Venice Beach. You see all those people all crowded together? That is not social distancing. Look at this chick's 90s hair. What the hell? Like all these chicks just sitting around watching him stretch this girl's legs open. No problem. Because of karate. So, for those that don't know, Van Damme actually did study ballet. I believe for 5 years, something along those lines. This, where he gets a lot of his flexibility is. What the fuck? Why do they have pink geese? I don't remember this at all. Pink geese. What's wrong here, man? What's this? Dude's like an Is he like an Australian? Dude's got barrettes in. Just comes in, beats up one of his students. So, true story. I've studied martial arts my whole life. I haven't studied in the last 2 years. I've studied Jeet Kune Do, Taekwondo, and Jiu-Jitsu, particularly in the Army. The Army has adopted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which they call combatives. But prior to joining the Army, I was in a mixed martial arts thing that involved a lot of Taekwondo type stuff. So it wasn't like mixed martial arts in the traditional sense, like UFC or something. But one time we had this older guy in the class,
and we were sparring. We had this older guy, and then we had another guy that was right around my age, maybe just a little older. And we were sparring, and the older guy got hit. So this happens in sparring. It's sparring, right? But he got hit, and the thing is, if you're not used to getting punched or kicked, you can take it. It triggers you. Like it lights a fire if you're not accustomed to it, and you get suddenly very angry because somebody hits you. It's a natural reaction. Anyways, my younger friend he hit this older guy, and the older guy got super mad, and he's like, "You fucking hit me!" And he punched my friend back, punched him, not like in sparring. And my friend he just opened his hands like, "What the fuck?" What? And so then my instructor sees this, right? And he was this black belt guy named Tony. Swear to God, looked like he was like Rocky the karate teacher. I'm not even kidding. Like he had like the black pompadour. He was very fit, and he was great at karate. Like he was a great instructor. And anyways, he's like, "All right, let's spar." So he starts sparring with this guy, with this older guy. And he didn't like go in and just beat his ass, but he was like, "All right, so you're going to go full contact and punch a student, so I'm going to show you." And I remember like he just, he was going at it, and he like let in these punches and these kicks just beautifully that looked like a way you knew he was punishing this guy, but at the same time, he wasn't doing it overtly, if that makes sense. But I just remember like the old guy, like blood pouring out his nose and his mouth, and I feel like he got it, like he got the lesson. And he never said shit. He never said, he didn't go up to my instructor and be like, "You fucking hit me," and punch him. He was just like, he like took his fucking kicks and punches and his fucking bloody nose and bloody mouth and went home with that. And then there were hugs and apologies at the end of class. But, anyways, that's my long diatribe after seeing the pink gi fight scene where an instructor kicks a student. So back to Double Impact. Look at Van Damme's clothes. even the bartender. What the fuck? He's gonna pull out a gun. He's pulling out money. Here's your fucking money. Oh, Alex. And here comes Alona Shaw as Danielle. I'm going to go ahead and freely admit, I always enjoyed seeing her in this movie, and more of her later. Don't be mad at me. She's fucking hot. End of story. Why, look at their fucking shorts. He's got his... Look at those socks. Like, if you saw somebody walking around like that today, you'd be like, what in the fuck? Only Van Damme can pull that shit out. Look, his fucking belt is pink. But hey, it's Van Damme. What are you going to say? Oh, shit. Here we go. Black silk underwear. Big surprise. I love the look on Alex's face. It's like that lean in. What the fuck? Black silk underwear. And there is the name of this commentary's drink. And it seriously just spontaneously will come up in my brain. And I'll just be like, black silk underwear. No, what's funny is you see the necklace that he's wearing. It looks exactly like the one that Rambo wears in Rambo First Blood Part 2. I don't know if that's an ode to it or what, or just happen chance, whatever. What I like about Chad's place here is he's got maps on the wall, because you never know when you're going to need a map. Van Damme's like, Chad will have a cigar, and his hair be slick back at all times. That's how we will see he's different. He wears a leather jacket. And no black silk underwear. I love they don't even make a they don't even try to hide Alona Shaw's sexiness. They're just like, we're gonna shoot you just sitting down in your mini skirt dress and all good. Every shot. There's a pretty almost like shocking kind of thing later where she's like molested by the female villain of this. So we have that to look forward to. If I'm remembering it correctly. Pretty sure I do. Black silk underwear. I think the last time I saw Jeffrey Lewis that I can remember off the top of my head was Way of the Gun, which is a fantastic movie if you haven't seen it. Christopher McQuarrie's directorial debut after his writing of The Usual Suspects launched him into superstardom. Now he just makes these weird straight-to-video Mission Impossible movies that we all love. Just kidding. Obviously, they're not straight-to-video. Well, they might be with the pandemic. Oh my God, can you imagine anything more depressing than having to watch a brand new Mission Impossible movie at home? Fuck. Man. Black silk underwear, there we go. I think he says it again. I'm almost positive he brings up black silk underwear again. I could be wrong. Black silk underwear. Never been to Hong Kong. I've been a lot of places, but never been to Hong Kong. I'd like to go sometime. A lot of unrest there now. There's unrest in the U.S., which I'm sure will get worse come November. So everybody just stay home. Stock up on soup, bullets, and toilet paper. How's everybody's drink holding up? So, little tip. This is what I do. Just because tiki drinks, they take a little while longer to make, obviously, than just pouring a beer into a glass. So if you know you're going to be drinking throughout the night, or you know for a fact you're going to have another, make them at the same time. Like, make one, then make the other, make a double, however you want to do it. I'm weird in the way that I have to do all my measurements exact, so I'll do them individually. So I will make one, then I'll make another. But I always make a second one if I know I'm going to drink later, and then it's just ready to go. You know, I put it in the shaker, and then when it's time to refill, I'll just Shake away and pour away, and I'm good to go. We don't miss a beat. Look at this fucking tie on Chad. It's, what in the hell? That's like some weird Western shit. You know what's funny is that, like, at some point those styles are going to come back around, right? Like, they'll be cool again. The truth is, you could pull off Alex thing minus the necklace probably anytime. You know, that's pretty standard cool guy chic, I guess. But, you know, Chad's a little riskier dresser. Ah, good Marlboro, me favorite. I don't know how Van Damme really feels about cigars. Maybe he's somebody that smokes them regularly, but you know, as an actor, you got to think about those decisions you make. You're like, I think my character should smoke cigars. The whole movie, he should smoke a cigar. And then you actually have to do it. And what if you hate it? It's like fucking, you're just like, I'm going to fucking vomit every time I put this thing in my mouth. You're fucked. Alex is all about them headbutts, isn't he? Never drops a cigar. A lot of these shots I feel like right out of the trailer, you know? Like I really remember the Double Impact trailer. And they put like every like good kick. I mean, that was kind of traditional for the Van Damme movies. They got to work it. You just go. A little boat action for you. So apparently Van Damme says that the character of Chad is more like who he really is. And I believe that because he's, you know, I mean, he's kind of a candy ass in that way. Don't get me wrong. Don't be like, oh yeah, he'll beat your ass. Like, yeah, well, probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But look, the point is that he's kind of like, you know, he's like this, hey, I'm JEAN-CLAUDE Van Damme. Like, he's very emotional. He's kind of emo. If you've ever seen some of his videos on YouTube, he's a very emotional guy. So I could see him being more of a Chad than an Alex, you know. But what's interesting is I find Alex a more interesting character. Even though you could say, well, he's just like the cold, you know, yin to the yang of these twins. But I find him far more interesting as a Van Damme character more so than anything. Yep. You fire enough bullets into a car, it's just going to blow up. Don't matter where you hit it. Movie Tropes 101. Like I said, I was watching Cliffhanger at the very end when the helicopter crashes to the ground. Just instant fireball explosion. Here you go. Take that as Mercedes. Welcome to Hong Kong. You make a necklace out of that. What the fuck? They just killed that frog. That's it. Turn this movie off. Commentary's over. Not quite Cannibal Holocaust, where they're butchering and eating a turtle and a bunch of other shit. It's a pretty fucked up movie. I don't think I could do a commentary for something like Cannibal Holocaust. Like, that would be... Oh, man. What do you... I don't know, dude. How do you comment on that shit? There's like so much fucked up shit in that movie. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I think I would need help. I need somebody to help me with that one. This bitch still don't believe. I got a scar, so it's true. Y'all know what that sound is? Son of a bitch. Oh, great. Thanks so much. Look, you hear that? Yeah. A little shaky. A little shaky. So I have to take a break, you know? You stick with it. That's my woman. Black silk underwear. Oh, shit. Whoa, saved it. Has anybody ever done double impact Halloween costumes? You know, it's Halloween season. I think somebody needs to do it. I mean, I kind of did it at the opening of the video. Whenever I think of double impact too, like, look at what the fuck? I think of these Green Jacket. I guess it's not that bad. Anyways, look at that suede. That's fucking suede and a turtleneck. This fucking means business. I'm getting all wrapped up in the movie, bro. What's going on here? Anyways, I was thinking that song. The song, I don't know, it's at the end of the movie, too. Feel the impact. Oh, fuck. There he is. Bolo Young. God damn, you gotta love Bolo Young. Old Philip Chan. Man. What's Bolo Young been up to, man? Is he even making anything anymore? He hasn't made anything since 2015. He's an old man, though, you know? I miss Bolo Young. It was always great when he showed up and you're like, oh, fuck. You know, I mean, he's been around since the Enter the Dragon days, so he's been around. But he left a hell of a mark, you know? Especially Bloodsport. Do you guys think they really shot that in a car? A real car? I don't think so. I'm not myself. I am JEAN-CLAUDE Van Damme with the black silk underwear. Oh shit, that's his dad's initials. Paul Wagner. Great name, by the way. Paul part, anyways. Yeah, I fucking like that box. It's my dad's box, motherfucker. Yeah, sure you did. Bro has no clue. It's those babies. All grown up and martial artsy. So one of the reasons that Van Damme wanted to do this movie, and he was courting to do it, was to change his image. He wanted to show that he could be that he could that he could act, I think, and wanted to kind of break out of being stigmatized as the same old cool badass guy, and show that he could play a couple different types of roles. So, and obviously it's based on, or loosely based on, the Alexandre Dumas Corsican Brothers, and the original title even was the Corsican Brothers. So, or was the working title. Notice how every group of henchmen always has the long-haired guy. Don't believe me? Just go back and watch any of these action movies, these old action. There's always one long-haired bro. Always. There's at least one. He's like intermediate level. You go up in skill tier by what kind of hair you have. What kind of distinguishing marks. You go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, if you were fighting Bolo Young and he was making those faces where he's just like, he's got the psycho look, like he does that hit and then it's just like, that would freak me out. That's what I was gonna say. Here we go. One thing about I love how Bolo Young is like, he's like kills the henchmen that suck. You're out. You're fucking fired. And dead. Anyways, you may not think that, like, in a real fight, like, you get away with kicks and stuff like that, but if you lead with it, there's a good chance that you could. If you're trained to do it, it's a whole other ball of wax. It's the people that don't think you could use kicks and stuff like that in a real fight are people that aren't trained in it, It's just themsfacts.com. That looks pretty bad, though. Like, Bolo's got to have them fucking suits tailored. That shit ain't off the rack. I mean, that's not so bad. You just get a little beat up for telling some mob boss no to go fuck yourself. Yeah, motherfucker. Glad I didn't mess up my long hair. Son of a bitch. Hey, remember when they killed that frog? That was fucked up. Do they eat a lot of frogs in Hong Kong? Do you have any Hong Kong listeners? Oh man, he tore his jacket, bro. Big, ugly Chinese motherfucker. Oh shit, Alex got a trench coat. You know it's on now, bro. Don't worry, Alex got his cigar. You can really see the special effects. I don't know if you guys can see it on your screen. I should say I'm watching the iTunes version of this, and this is pretty bad. Looks like David Lynch's Dune. Oh, boy. Yeah, don't worry about me. You big scary bitch. I work here. It's a weird question. So Sheldon Lettich directed Lionheart before this with Van Damme. I hardly remember Lionheart. I don't know if you guys are have an affinity for it or not. I really don't. I don't remember it all that fondly. I think I remember Kickboxer a little better in that sense. Bloodsport was definitely like the one that kicked it off for me, and I really, really liked Double Impact as a kid. I really loved this one. It was fun, you know. It's I mean, it's fun now. It was fun having Van Damme play two somewhat different characters, but just being the same. I love you. Don't worry. I'm just going to drive my boat around, sell some more illegal cars to China. It's like some abandoned hotel, doesn't it? It's like some Life Aquatic shit here. You just have to wonder if they're on set. He's like, and then Jaddy will have his clothes. They will be in a suit. They'll be in a zip-up bag. And he'll have his luggage and everything. It'll be great. They should really show the difference between the characters. Look at that. Paradise, baby. Frankie. So, anyways, back to Sheldon Lettich. Sheldon Lettich is actually a vet. He was a Marine and was a radio operator in Vietnam, and ended up going to film school when he got back. Wanted to be a DP. Went to the AFI Conservatory Center for Advanced Film Studies, and he was a fellow for cinematography, but branched out into screenwriting and directing. So he also co-wrote this movie Ruskies. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it is a great old school movie I used to love as a kid as well. Had Fred Savage in it, and had Joaquin Phoenix. I think he was still going by Rain Phoenix at the time. But he co-wrote that, Ruskies, and co-wrote Rambo 3 with Stallone, and then Bloodsport, and then directed Lionheart, and then directed this. Then he went on and worked with Mark Dacascos in Only the Strong, which had the capoeira angle. I always find it so hilarious when guys like just start shooting up guns in like ridiculous places like that. Like nobody would really do that shit. Like even when I was deployed to Iraq, you come back in after a mission, you have to unload your weapon and you go to these barrels and you literally point the barrel of your weapon inside the barrel. You drop the mag, and you have one of your buddies check it to make sure it's clear. So you're clearing your weapon. You're literally making sure that you're not bringing a loaded weapon back onto base. This is in a war zone. You know, like... And if you accidentally fire off a round, which happens, some dumb shit just forgets that they had a round chambered or whatever the case may be, just shoot into the barrel. Like, I mean, you could get an Article 15, you get in a lot of fucking trouble, all this other bullshit. And I get it. Stop yelling at me. I know they're not in the military. The point is, like, it's just hard to buy the people do that. When you fire a gun, guns are fucking loud. They're really fucking loud, dude. Oh my god, Alex is amazing. Yeah, I'm sure that fucking stool falling over would have woken up all the guards. Good job. Anyways, like this shooting your gun thing happens all the time in movies. It's just an annoying trope. The guns are fucking loud, dude. Makes me think of Die Hard 2 when they had the blanks in those H&Ks and John McClane starts shooting it at the police captain to prove that they're blanks. In real life, his ass would have gotten fucking shot. Start shooting a submachine gun like that, you're gonna get shot. You're going down. And there it is, an H&K. It's funny, Chad's got his gun. Never used a gun. One packs a punch. The other packs a peace. It might be the other way around. Could you imagine if John Woo directed this? All credit to Sheldon Lettich. Okay, he's done a decent action movie. Imagine John Woo's Double Impact. All right, now forget about it. Go back to this because it can get depressing. My favorite Van Damme movie is, without question, John Woo's Hard Target. And I always say the director's cut or the extended cut. But Europe got a very different version than we got in the United States. They got a much less toned down version. So to European or overseas folks, their hard target might just be the normal hard target. But for the US, I got the UK Blu-ray, and it is absolutely the extended cut. Now I also have a VHS cut of Hard Target that has like unfinished footage or like raw footage that's edited all together. That was obviously a rough cut that was screened, and it is fucking amazing. Way better than that. You could see that dude spit. Did you guys see that? Dude, like literally, he spit. Oh man. 1 second to mourn. Having to kill somebody. A lot of slow-mo, a lot of like John Woo-isms in this. I have to wonder if Lettich was influenced maybe by The Killer or Bullet to the Head or any other John Woo early action movies. Also, can we just all be sad that there's no new John Woo action movies? He's gone back to China, sick of the US's shit. Making like just not movies like action movies anymore. So sad. You also gotta love how these like drug labs and bad guy bases, they always seem to have like tons of sandbags and shit It's like they're literally made to have all this cover and concealment. I mean, this is a very John Woo shot right here. This, you know, this has got to be. There's got to be some John Woo influence here. I mean, it almost looks exactly like the hard target. There's a hard target shot in the at the end of the film where he's doing almost the exact same thing, same motion and everything, same guns, Berettas. Also, I just want to go on record saying that shooting 2 pistols at the same time is ridiculous, okay? There's no reason for it unless you're making a movie. In real life, it's just ridiculous. It's impossible to aim. I mean, unless that's all you do. If you go to the range and you practice with 2 pistols all the time, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be an effective, you know, combat asset with your 2 pistols. But in real life, 2 pistols is fucking stupid. Looks awesome in movies. In real life, you're just like, what in the fuck? I'm just gonna put this one away. It's pretty much how I get up every time I fall down. There's so many Van Damme sayings that I just that stick in my brain. Look at this. I hate that slow motion type. I hate it. I don't know what it's called. I just call it shit slow-mo. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't even know why they're here and blowing this place up. Is anybody following along? I realize I'm into my second drink, but I'm still very lucid. And look, it's Dune, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme as Paul Atreides and his doppelganger. Oh fuck, that's funny. For 5 years, just keep looking. Another 5 years, we have it. She missed that Van Damage in the bedroom. That's what she misses. Come here, give me deep tongue kiss. Very fresh. It would be fun to do a commentary like this with my my counterpart for the Beard and the Bald, Chris Bumbray. He's French Canadian. He could do some Frenchisms throughout. He didn't even take the time to, like, you know, give it that Van Dick. An asshole. You just keep working your stupid job. I'll keep my hair slicked back and my cigar in my mouth. It was like Evil Bill Murray has not aged a day since we saw him in, I guess, what would that be, the 60s? I'm not sure who this chick is. I'm going to look her up, so just hang on. Hang tight. Stick with me. Is this Karina Everson? It's got to be Karina Everson. I'd work out with her. Yeah. Oh shit, she was Miss Olympia winner. What do you know about that? From Wisconsin. Well, that's interesting. Look what we've learned. Oh shit, here's long hair, bro. Watch your fucking mouth, you long hair bitch. Oh, you're gonna touch me, huh? Sure, man, I'll take it up there. And yet here you are in a black tie. Drinking, smoking, chillaxing at a club. Those Van Damme twins. What do you guys think? Van Damme pull off a James Bond? You know, another trope I always like is when they like plant an explosive or something. It always works. It always works in every movie. It's so very rare that you see like some plant. They always have like, you know, the device that, you know, you got to hit the button, and it always works, and it never fails. You know, in real life, those things fail all the time. You're like, what the fuck? It's not working. Like, I don't know why it's not working. Oh, shit. Everybody knows karate, by the way. Come Miss Olympia, you get to stab motherfuckers in Hong Kong. Worth every moment at the gym. Chick's got better legs than me. Who would really say that? Like maybe Al Capone. But Evil Bill Murray's not Al Capone. Don't you worry about it. It's me, Alex.
This is the cognac, Mr. Zhang. Just the right from say number one.
That chick's been like stalking him since he walked in. Kind of is. He's like, well, maybe not modern day Sean Connery. He's looking a little rough, but Sean Connery, I don't know, 20 years ago maybe? Miss that Sean Connery. Sean Connery and Jack Nicholson should make a movie together. Like one last fucking hoorah. The two of them. Could you imagine that shit? Maybe get Daniel Day-Lewis in there. Gene Hackman. I'd watch it. You'd watch it too. This motherfucker. Okay. Okay, whatever, bro. I'm. That's some good cognac. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. Feel the impact. Ooh. Oh, here comes one of my favorite lines. Ow. Oh shit, moment of truth, bro. And you're worthless. All that long hair for nothing. That's very... Oh yeah. He will take a drink, and right after he crushes the glass with his hand. Man, bro, like, this was not worth his weight. He was all talk. That long hair. Here comes. There are two of them. Feel the impact, bitches. I wish they'd say that. Why didn't that happen? Sheldon Lettich, can we get a director's cut? Every time they're about to blow something up or finish a bad guy off, feel the impact. Okay, so this is that fucked up part. Mm-hmm. She got a weird way of frisking, though. Every time I leave Best Buy, this is what happens. And it's always a chick in leather pants that does it. Dang it. She's like, that line usually works. Do we have a scene where he's chopping wood so that they can help build up the hotel? I want to see, like, a branch off film that has the twins living on that island, like hunting for little Cornish hens together and bonding, making their own pasta noodles and rebuilding the hotel. I want Wes Anderson to direct it. I found an old document and somebody searched my vagina. What do you mean, searched? They're busy chopping wood and drinking water from a canteen. It's fucking dumb. I mean, it's hilarious. Like, is it really that important that he could take the time? Yeah, we chopped all the wood. You little lady. Oh, and he took the boat out again, went into the city. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty silly. I get it. But it's silly. Why would he just leave? I'll tell you why he's leaving. See that smile on his face? Because he's like, I'm going to get that girl. I think Van Damme loved playing this character. I think he loved playing Alex. So believe it or not, Van Damme was actually like a Belgian bodybuilder as well. The end. Hope you enjoyed that. But one thing about Van Damme is he studied karate. He studied Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and he actually did compete. Like, he was actually a real competitor, and he did full contact competition as well. I guess from the time he was like 12, was when he started, and started competing, and was legit in that sense. He's a showboat enough as it is, but still earned his stripes in that sense. Look at that phone. Bro, why you punch your phone like that? Where are we? Fucking chickens. Are they supposed to kill him or capture him? That was a little extreme. Oh man. Just kill the fishies. Bartender. Fuck, the bartender just got his ass fucking whooped and killed. He didn't deserve that. That was intense, man. What the fuck? I'll bet that chick, the Miss Olympia chick, is probably like one of the nicest chicks ever. This is my theory. You tend to see some of these people that play these roles, they're hired because of, their physicality, and they have a specific look, and they can look really mean or nasty or imposing, whatever the case may be. But I'll bet you she is a fucking sweetheart. Watch, she's probably a total fucking psycho. But I listen. That's just my feeling. I could be totally wrong. Just my feeling. She seems like one of those people that's like, probably super nice, and they saw her and they're like, hey, look at those fucking legs, man. That was a hell of a jump. What would you give? Just give it all up and get a boat and live on one of those boats. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, panty shot. 13-year-old me has probably really enjoyed that part. Just saying. 40-year-old me definitely did. I always remember that shot from the trailer, kicking that dude in his fucking neck. I think now is a good time to address the fact that when you're a kid, growing up in the 80s and 90s, sexuality burgeoning, one of your great hopes every time you watch an 80s or 90s action flick is for some titties. Can we just be honest about that? Because it's true. You see that a movie is rated R. You see that there's a beautiful lead actress. there's a hope. It's there. This is a time when there was no internet. You know, for you kids that have grown up, don't take offense to me calling you kids, but you are. But I mean, you grew up with the internet at your fingertips, and it was, you know, probably pretty easy to find or to satiate those nudity vibes if you needed to. In 1991, that wasn't the case, man. I'm here to tell you, okay? There was no internet, all right? I'm not old enough to buy pornographic material. So what's interesting is that a lot of it hinged on a lot of discovery of that was like, hey, you find your dad's or your friend's dad's dirty magazines or a VHS porno movie, or you just operate off the hopes of most of us, which was to see a naked actress in a movie and hopefully a sex scene and see some titties. That's just a reality of it. That is an absolute reality of it. Different times, man. Different times. Now, shit. You want to see titties? You literally can find them. I could go right now. 5 seconds? Less? Be swimming in them. But in 1991, you see there's a hot blonde actress in Double Impact, and you're like, will we see something? And here we're about to dive into a little bit of that. Or if you're into the bodybuilding chick, that's cool. Hey, maybe maybe you were. That's cool. I get it. Don't piss her off, though. You better deliver. She better feel the impact. You can be in trouble. They're smart. They just leave that place. Why would they stay there? Now we got to trip into Chad's head. Chad is all of us. He is 13-year-old. Oh, my Lord. Look at this. I'm telling you right now. 13-year-old me is going. 40-year-old me is also having trouble holding back. But that's pretty amazing. That Chad, he came and rescued me. He looks just like Alex, but he will sometimes wear salmon-colored shorts. That's just so hot. He's more in touch with his feminine side. He probably knows where the clitoris is. Alex is just numbing that pain. The alcohol. Do you think that's alcohol or like iced tea? It's pretty much me and my girlfriend every time. We always set the lighting, so we have 2 to 3 tone lighting come from different directions. Turn on a fan. I always dip her head backwards like that. Yep, at least 3 or 4 times before we get down to business. Standard operating procedure. What is it about movie sex that always has the guy holding the chick? Look, man. I'm not calling your girlfriend or your wife fat. I'm just saying that you're holding up a human being while you're also trying to concentrate on fornication. That's not an easy task, all right? Can we just, agree on that? It'd be better if she was doggy style and he was pulling her hair and smacking her ass. That would just be more realistic. This Tony Scott dreamscape thing is pretty silly. Oh, now it's over. Just never mind. I was not going to do it. I mean, this is some pretty ample boobage. This is just, you don't see this in movies like this anymore. Yeah, I miss it. Yeah, fuck yeah. Why not? Jesus. Nothing wrong with wanting to see some titties. It ain't just guys want to see titties either. You can rest assured of that. Everybody loves boobies. Everybody. Comes the Van Damme versus Van Damme fight. It's coming up, son. Where the fuck is he going? Like valet boat parking. Call them bro. You're going to feel the impact. I'm going to kick you right in your black silk underwear. There. I told you it's coming back. I told you he was going to say it again. And he did. Oh, man. You hit the woman, you in trouble, son. You ain't want to walk that one back. Oh, sure you are. Sure. Come on! That's a great line. Oh, so cheesy. You know what would be awesome, though? Double Impact sequel. And maybe have one of them be the bad guy, the other one the good guy. Rather than another team-up movie. And you could even change it around where Alex is the good guy and Chad is the bad guy. Or just have it more gray, you know? Like, you kind of have to decide who you think is good and bad. It'd be interesting. Oh, man, you punched Frankie. But why? You can't say faggot in a movie. I was talking about this on the Beard and the Bald podcast with Chris, you know, like different times dictated different language. And, you know, as a kid, I'm like 4th, 5th grade, stuff like that. We used to use the term fag all the time. If you're triggered, cool. I mean, don't use it anymore. But, you know, back then, as a kid, it was just the slang term, you know? Like, I don't think it ever had any homosexual connotations in that sense, but we said it. you know, really just like as a joke around, just among friends too, you know, for, you know, be like, oh, you fag, you fag. But, you know, as time goes on, things change. And I don't know, it's kind of where we are. I'm not advocating for a return of the term by any means, but at that time, it wasn't a big deal. You know, I guess you could say, well, you know, the N-word wasn't a big deal at one point, and you'd be right. But you know, things change and take shape over time. It's just kind of the reality of it. That's life. It's always going to be that way, you know? There's a long-haired guy. Don't worry about it. Told you. He's fired a 40 mic in there. Oh, it's a fucking gas grenade. All right. They make that chick sleep on the floor. That's fucked up, bro. We've got 2 more action scenes left, and I'm like at a quarter of my drink. I don't know where you guys are. Are you guys holding up all right? Do you need some more black silk underwear? Bolo Young, like, dude, I'm not even joking. I almost forgot he was in this movie. He has been gone for a long time. For someone that's playing the heavy, where you been? I actually like those guys' camo shirts. Just saying. And Alex's necklace. I want one. It's always the wrong answer, all right? Fuck you is not the right answer. Yeah, because she's hot, right? Is that why? Okay. This bro's got long hair. He's formidable. Be ready. Seeing Van Damme in the jungle here reminds me that he was originally hired by John McTiernan for Predator in 1987. It was just 4 years prior to this movie. This dude running, shooting a fucking semi-automatic machine gun. You gotta aim, homie. You gotta aim, all right? But, yeah, Van Damme was hired by McTiernan for Predator. They had a very different version of the Predator at that time. It was like this more insect-like thing. It looked awful. If you've ever... You can Google it and find the images. But some of the scenes of Van Damme in the costume, actually, of the new version, I believe, don't hold me to it, made it into the final film, if I'm not mistaken. And it could be. Sometimes I get mistaken. But he was replaced by Kevin Peter Hall, really big, tall guy, who also played the Bigfoot in Harry and the Hendersons, and a couple other things. But probably for the best. And here he is, 4 years later, basically playing the Corsican twins for Sheldon Lettich. I actually think it's fucking cool as shit that Van Damme got to do a John Woo movie. Like, no other martial arts star did a John Woo movie. You had Nicolas Cage, you had John Travolta for Face Off, Wind Talkers. You had Ben Affleck for fucking Paycheck, which is exactly what that movie was. Again, John Travolta and Christian Slater for Broken Arrow. And Van Damme for Hard Target. I don't think I'm missing any there, but I think that's fucking cool as shit that Van Damme was able to do a John Woo movie. Like, John Woo did not do any action movies with any other fucking martial arts stars. That's an accomplishment. I don't know what Van Damme thinks of it, of Hard Target these days. I've thought about doing a commentary for Hard Target, but the truth is, like, I love it so much, I don't know how much fun it would be. Because I couldn't make fun of it. I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah, that was it, man. Fuck, that's pretty amazing. The dude that's tied up there that was bleeding with the shirt, that is actually one of the opponents that Jason Scott Lee fights in Dragon the Bruce Lee story, if you recognize him. The guy that breaks his back in the movie. Are they cooperating yet? Well, we've tied them to the pipes that are really hot, and we've beat the shit out of them, but yeah, no cooperation just yet. I want to see a movie where, like, instead of, like, torturing and beating the crap out of them, they, like, give them some Oreos and, like, a beer. Be like, hey, man, come on. Or just give them some money. Look, I'll give you, like, $20,000. You just tell me what I need to know. They'd probably give it up. People do just about anything for money. Yeah. So I have the subtitles on because I got to keep the volume down. And it just says, neck breaks. Oh, fuck, that's... That's funny as shit, dude. Neck breaks. So if you're hearing impaired, you'd be like, that motherfucker's dead. So according to Van Damme, they have discussed the sequel, I guess in 2010. This is coming from the IMDb trivia. He was giving a martial arts demonstration with Bolo Young. And Van Damme said, hey, hopefully we could do a movie together again. Want to do Double Impact 2 with you. And have you play, maybe like a good guy. And apparently Van Damme and Lettich have both written a Double Impact 2, but nobody's decided to make it. So I wouldn't hold your breath. This is Evil Bill Murray speaking on this telephone prompter thingy. Fuck you. Miss Olympia's bored. She's basically like, do you need me to strip search her again, or... I mean, if you think about it, why wouldn't they just shoot him, though? What do they have to lose by killing him at that point? Or keeping him alive, for that matter. These guys are about to feel the impact. I'm coming to get you. Oh, wrong movie. Like, the arrogance of evil Bill Murray. He's just like, good, oh good, they're coming. Thank God, yeah, right, fine. We got all this firepower. They got this far, there's no way they're gonna get any further. Also, if you want to have explosions in your movie, just get a bunch of barrels and put flammable stickers on them. You can justify all the explosions you want. You can feel the impact. It kind of reminds me of Kill Bill Volume 1, when all the lights go out. I love this guy with his hair. He's like the Goodfellas ninja. Was that one punch or multiple punches? I don't even know. Watch out for the barrel, bro! You almost died, man! It's interesting that they give Chad the Bolo Young fight. Bro, he can just lift barrels. I'm just saying. God, I hate that slow motion. I don't know what that is, but I hate it. I don't like it. And I don't have to. Ah! Chong Li, Chong Li, Chong Li. Uh-oh, my dog's waking up. He's been pretty good throughout, though. I haven't heard him. I'll have to take him out after this is over. You are next. Oh, Bolo Young, dude. He's so fucking crazy. I love his fucking craziness. It's amazing. I mean, he never says a word, but he's got that look, and he's got those mannerisms that are just so amazing. And Sheldon Lettich just really wants to be John Woo in this. I appreciate it, though, you know? I do. That's pretty much how they do CrossFit in Hong Kong. Man. Love it. Oh boy. Electricians were there last week. They were still doing work there. They didn't get a chance to close up that giant circuit thingy. It happens all the time. Wonder if that was like written into the script. Fuck! Like why they use why use that kind of slow motion? I fucking hate it. Don't they know that I hate it? It's the worst slow motion ever. And even Ridley Scott started using it like Gladiator days, and I was just like, no, not you too, Ridley. What the fuck? It's like the kind of slow motion you have, like... I'm very familiar with it because I was making films before we had, like, true digital or 4K or anything like that. And to get slow-mo, like, we had to use a trick to, like, hit slow motion on the camera itself and transfer it onto a tape. And it just looked like that. It looked crappy. It was slow-mo, and it's like what you could get, but, ugh. What's this bro doing? Yeah. What the fuck was he doing? And Alex has to fight Miss Olympia. That's funny. Chad gets Bolo Young. He gets Miss Olympia. I guess that makes sense, though. Since she's the one that basically sexually assaulted his girlfriend. Well, that's drink 2 down. Good thing we're at the end. I'm going to be able to bypass having a drink 3. Get to sleep at a decent hour tonight. This shit's funny as fuck, dude. I mean, she legit reached for his dick and squeezed it. Evil Bill Murray. Come on, man, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Shoot. And Chad looking very John McClane. Buck, chill out, homie. He ain't having it. I might have to take him out. I'm gonna have to bring my dog over here. Everybody chill out. Yeah! Bucky, did you wake up from your nap? Alright, fine. You wanna come join the commentary? What do you have to say about Van Damme? Come here. Oh. Alright, so Bucky's joining us now. Bucky, tell him what you got to say. What do you think of this movie? Huh? Don't hit buttons on my computer now. Nothing? Nothing to say? Yeah! Oh, thank you for the kisses. Alright, let's get back to this. Does anybody else find it hilarious that he's like sprinting with a cane? That fucking shit's just for show. Hey, Sticky Boy, what are you doing? Why you interrupt my commentary? Ah, you licked my ear. Why you interrupt my commentary, bro? We almost done. You're gonna feel the impact. I mean, it's not as satisfactory of an ending. Like, your two big heavies are gone, and now you just have, like, these wimpy old men. They're no match for two Van Dammes. Come on now. Although, look at... Evil Bill Murray can sprint, huh? But I guess you always got to save like the guy at the top of the chain for last, right? If you think about it, if those guys died first, like Bolo Young would be like, well, fuck that, paycheck's gone. Like, why would he stick around? For real. You think Bolo Young's character was there for anything other than the money? It's not worth dying over once the big bosses are dead, so I guess in that sense it makes perfect sense. You have to kill those heavies first. They gotta earn their pay. Right, Bucky? Would you agree? Do you agree? He agrees. Oh, back to David Lynch's Dune. David Lynch's Double Impact. Now, what kind of movie would that be, huh? Huh? A David Lynch Van Damme martial arts movie. What are you doing, man? Don't bite my hand. And now the movie becomes Lethal Weapon 2. Van Damme's really shiny, isn't he? He's all waxed up. That suntan lotion. Isn't like the ocean behind him? Can you just jump in the water? What's the problem? Like, why would that even be an issue unless you don't know how to swim? It's like, okay, whatever. Evil Bill Murray. I should have killed you when you were an infant. I won't make the same mistake twice. Oh man, feel the impact. Need some Paul Verhoeven style gore there. Don't bite my ear. My dog bit my ear. Don't bite my ear, you fool. You killed my daddy. I never knew him or my mama. Don't be talking about Evil Bill Murray that way. Alex, I really appreciate that cognac, bro. Ow! Stop it. My hair is not a cat toy. I'm trying to do commentary and you're eating me. Stop it. I'm not a chew toy. But see, why would... Oh, unless he drops it on him. He's going to pull Lethal Weapon too. Yeah, you done, son. Yeah. Sure. I don't think I'm supposed to be laughing, but... Oh, damn. Did he crash into the cognac? Bro! Not the cognac. Nope, it's all over. We killed a bunch of people. We had gunfights, shootouts. We killed a bunch of people. No cops showed up. They're busy. They had the night off. Hey, brother. We're both very muscly and bloody. I love you, Alex. I love you, Chad. Come here. We both love you. Chad's like handing her over. His true love is Frank anyways. I forgot that's how it ends. Like, whose idea was that? Like, okay, then you give the okay sign and we have machine gun sound. Go to credits. Come on. Bolo Young's character's name was Moon? I don't even remember them even saying that. They like got to the point where they're like, all right, submit credit names. They're like, fuck, we never named him. Like, just call him, like, I don't know, Moon. Moon? Yeah, just go with Moon. All right, Moon, fine. Moon. This is my jam, bro. This is it. Feel the impact. Get fucked. Everybody start dancing right now. Feel the impact. The dog feels the impact. You're going to feel fight choreography by JEAN-CLAUDE Van Damme. So you have one person to blame or credit, however you want to look at it, for Double Impact. So, Double Impact. I don't know. I think it's a fun watch. Weirdly, I think I had about the same amount of fun as I did watching Cobra. So, young me loved this movie. And I kind of want to ask young me, like, do you love it for the action, or do you really love it for the blonde chick being topless? Is that what we're really talking about here? I need to appeal to my young self in that sense. I don't know. Because 40-year-old me loved that part the most. I'm kidding, or am I? But it was a fun role for Van Damme. It was one of his more I don't want to say good acting roles, but it was like a fun watch. It was, you could tell he was having fun with it. He had a good time playing two versions of himself, and I think it works. I really do. I think that it worked out actually quite well. You never got a sense that he was playing the same character between each one. I think there's something to be said for that. There was never a point where I was like, oh my god, he's the same fucking character. I think he did a pretty good job. I think, props where props are due. In that sense, I did not remember Bolo Young being so absent from this movie. It's like he shows up for a couple scenes, shows up for the flashback, and he shows up to beat up Van Damme by the Connexes, and then we don't see him again till the end of the movie. That's kind of weird, huh? I never noticed that before. It wasn't something that I really took notice of. Double Impact is a silly fucking movie. All right, it's silly, and it's got this great silly ass song at the end. Where are you going? Get over here. The dog's trying to jump down because you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go poop on the floor. I know that's what your plan is. I woke up from a nap, and my human is sitting here talking into his device again, and I gotta poop. Well, you can just wait a couple minutes. We'll go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see a sequel for this, and I don't know that we need one, but If we did, I hope it'd be something like crazy. Like that Universal Soldier sequel they did where Van Damme came back. Like, that was fucking insane. It was actually a pretty decent movie, too. It was, like, nuts, though. So, you know, it would be fun to see them return to this and, you know, maybe get Sheldon Lettich back. I don't think it would be anything amazing. But, hey, you know, if you want to do it. Feel the Impact, performed by Jen. Whatever happened to Jen? Oh, they also did a song called Some of That. Some of That by Jen. There's a lot of 90s rap heavy beat stars of the day. Did shit like this. Anyways, what the fuck? Special thanks to Frank Duke's Samurai Connection in North Hollywood, California. What the fuck is that all about? Anyways, I thank you guys for joining me, the few of you that made it all the way to the end. Really appreciate you giving me your time and listening. Hope you were at least entertained and had a fun listen and a fun rewatch of the film. Appreciate you guys joining me. Let me know what you guys want me to do next. Let me know what you guys are into, what you want me to do. I have a couple ideas. But yeah, let me know if there's a particular movie you guys want me to watch and have a couple drinks and get crazy with. I'm down with it. I'd like to. I really just enjoy it. You know, I was thinking about watching the movie anyways. That's why I chose this one, and that's all it took. I just decided to watch it and have a few drinks, make a drink, have some fun, give you guys take your mind off mind off of 2020. And enjoy yourself. So hope you had fun. I had fun. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, and make sure to, you know, like and subscribe and stuff. Come on. That's what all the cool kids are doing. At least the ones that wear black silk underwear.